My name's Jason. I'm the patient liaison assistant on a KICKSTART scheme. So basically, my job is to help the service users in our building with phone calls, video calls, arranging all that sort of setup, helping them with technical issues, so like phones, computers, you name it, all that side. But my main priority in my job is setting up the visitors list. So making sure that I'm taking the right information in, details, correct procedures, etc. And getting the visitors booked in, making sure they're following the guidelines, doing it, well, for one starters now, making sure they're following the COVID guidelines along with our procedures in the building. So yeah, also one of my most important roles is making sure that I'm there for the service users as well, having a bit of a friendly professional relationship with them so that they know they're understood and that they're being well looked after. So the Kickstart scheme is aimed at people from 18 to 24 who's on universal credit and is wanting a new opportunity to start a career. The job centre basically introduced me into the Kickstart scheme. She told me about these fantastic opportunities that would allow me to start a new career path. Now, at first I was a bit sceptical. You always get these opportunities, oh, this wonderful job, that wonderful job. But so I went for it and I was applying for loads and you hear back, but it didn't sound too interesting. Then when I heard back from this, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. And the first day or two, I was like, I was a bit, I loved the job, but I was a bit like, is it right for me? And then within the first week, I was just like, this has been by far the best opportunity I've had. Basically, when I was in school, I didn't achieve my GCSEs. I got D's, which made it struggle in college. So I did music at college, which I loved and it was a passion of mine, but I just didn't feel like it was the right career path for me. So then I did motor vehicle and I've been all over the place. I worked in retail. I was a rock climbing instructor at one point. So I've been around on various jobs, but when I tell people what I do now, I say I have as much fun as I do now as when I was the rock climbing instructor. You're challenged in so different ways, but you feel so valued, and that's why this is the number one job for me. I genuinely wake up each day knowing I've got a career somewhere now. So number one, by far, communication. You've got to have real good communication between team, but also between the service users. Like some of them might be hard of hearing or just don't understand the sort of communication as easily as others. So straight away, communication is valuable, and your friendliness, your attitude. You've got to be willing to, even if something you're nervous about or don't understand, if you give it your all, that is a key aspect. And another one for my job role specifically is IT, computers, anything technological. You've got to be key with it, like in my field at the moment. But number one is definitely attitude and communication. Basically, my number one thing to say to them is those who are already interested, do it. Don't look back, just do it. It's been absolute blast. And those who are not sure or think it's not for them, when I left school, when I was in college, all the way up until the day of the job, I thought there's no chance I've got a job or a career in health sector. It wasn't interested for me. I was like, I don't want to look after people. But straight away, once you find yourself in this place, you can't help but be there. You can't help but feel pride and joy. And the number one thing like I've felt here that I've never felt in any job is value. You feel so valued from the team to the service users. You are part of it. So give it a go, no matter whether you want to or not. It's such worth a try and you'll make such a difference.